Alright, welcome back to another film analysis video. My name is Parker, and today we're going to go over February 9th, Edmonton and Ottawa. Now, normally, all of my videos in the past have been Canucks related, but we're changing it up. We're diversifying our portfolio a little bit here. So what I really wanted to focus on in this game is the goaltending. The shots in this game end up being 42-22 in favor of Ottawa, but Edmonton takes a 3-2 win. And the real issue is Marcus Hogberg didn't have a great game, and Koskinen had a solid game. So we're going to go through all 5 of the goals in this game and another clip as well, and we're going to just go through everything that happens and what happened to the goaltending. Our first clip here is 20 seconds into the game, and Ottawa is in the attacking zone here, and we can see a pretty standard play breakdown here. So the puck gets put behind the net. Chris Tierney, it sort of bounces here. Chris Tierney goes to pick it up. He cycles it around to the point, or cycles it around to Tkachuk. Tkachuk sends it back to the point. And we are going to stop it here. So we are at the point, and we've got someone at the slot, or someone at the point here, number 22. Not sure entirely who this is. I don't really care. I'm sorry. And we have Connor Brown in front, and we have Connor McDavid coming to cover him. This is Connor McDavid's guy, right? And if you do all the links, 1, 2, 3, a couple of people down here, and then Connor McDavid's guy is in the slot, Connor Brown. His job is to go and take him out of the play. So we have the shot from, who is this? Zaitsev. So Zaitsev's shot comes through, and we see Connor McDavid just kind of coasting, right? All he needs to do on this play is get in Connor Brown's way. He needs to either move in and get stick position, get under his stick, lift this up and out of the play, or even just give him a shove, like just do something to disrupt him. What we see happen though is the shot comes through, and McDavid kind of puts his hand up, and he just lets Connor Brown tip this and beat Koskinen. All right, we'll run this a little faster at half speed, but what we see on this replay is the puck. We see the puck come around the boards, and we see Connor McDavid is behind the net here, right? And as this puck comes to the point, it's really clear what McDavid's role is. His job is go to Connor Brown. And we just see him sort of do this lazily, right? He sort of glides over, doesn't get there in time. Connor Brown gets a stick on it, and Connor McDavid just needs to close that gap. It's as simple as that. It's an easy play, and he just didn't do it on this one. All right, this next one is the Oilers' first goal, and it's basically just a regular breakout for the Oilers here. They're moving up. We've got the masked dancer up here. What an excellent show. We see Kyra moving up. He's going to play this over. Good pass to Archibald. Goody's got a bit of a gap here, but it's okay. Like, all Goody needs to do is just drive this guy into the corner. This is fine. But Nurse is smart. Nurse is back here, and he's just moving in. His eyes are up. He's coming in, and he's just going to get to inside the point here. And just give Archibald an option, right? Because he doesn't have many. Archibald's options really are ring it around the boards and have it come up out here for this guy. Or he can try to like throw it in the middle and hope this guy can do something. But that's probably not going to happen. So Archibald makes a smart play and opens up the ice, right? He just drops it back for Nurse. And Nurse has a shooting lane, right? A wide open shooting lane. He's got all this room. Everything here is an easy shot for Darnell Nurse. And on this one we see Marcus Hogberg. He's at the top of his crease. He looks a little small here. Like, he looks kind of condensed almost, if you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't look like he's not out big to challenge. But either way, his positioning's fine. And what we see on this replay is, we'll actually bring this down to quarter speed, is Nurse just lets this thing go, and it's a rocket. It doesn't hit a stick, and it goes straight through Hogberg's legs. So on this replay, we can actually see exactly what goes wrong with Hogberg and exactly how he doesn't make this save. So Nurse lets this shot go. It's coming through, and right here is really the only indicator of what happens. We see Hogberg's stick is right here, if I trace that right, which means it's not on the ice, right? If we look right here, there's a little hole, super tiny spot for this to hit. And we can also see, you can see, like, if you look right here, see how you can see through, like there's light shining through here? That means that his pads aren't together, right? His pads are ending out here and here. So there is a gap, right? Basically, there is a hole right here, and that is the only place that the puck can go. And as it goes, we see it slide exactly through, And Hogberg just needs to get the legs closed in time or keep the stick down. The timing was perfect for that to get through, and it's just a weak goal, right? You should save any shot that comes in that scenario from way up high at the point. Now, on the other hand, in this one, Koskinen was really good tonight. And we see this, one example of this that I'm just going to show is on this play from Dadonov. So Arizona, Ottawa's kind of moving in. They don't have a lot of options, right? One thing I might want to see Dadonov do is try to do almost like a button hook and hit Chabot here. But he makes another smart play, and that's just get the puck on net, right? You can never complain about getting the puck on net. So he wants to get the puck on net and go for a rebound. So he flings it, and immediately, right? First thing he does is you see him take a stride, right? He's going. And this D-man has to turn around. And as a D-man in my past, turning around is... It takes a lot out of you, right? You have to completely shift your momentum around. If you can make a D-man turn around, it puts you in an advantage. So he does that, and he's got an advantage here because he's moving this way and the D-man's not. Koskinen makes the stop, and unfortunately he leaves a pretty juicy rebound, right? This kicks out, and this puck's right here, and Dadonov is going to it, right? He's right here. He's moving through to get to this puck. But what we see Koskinen do is he keeps his chest square to the puck, and this is what was always drilled into me in my one game of playing goalie when I was back in Adam. And it was just keep your chest, if your chest has just a circle in front of it, just have that circle point at the puck the whole time. And so what we see Koskinen do is he doesn't overcommit. He gets the blade down to push, and he pushes lightly and just stays. He keeps that chest. He stays perfectly in line with the puck the entire way, makes what looks to be a really easy save, and it's just because he played it perfectly. This goal is tough. So Oilers are set up. It's a regular face-off in the offensive zone. We see Caro wins the draw, he kind of gets the tie-up. Winger comes in, helps out, pushes the puck back, and we just see a good old swap from the D-men here. So we see Evan Bouchard take the puck over to the wall, and he doesn't have a lot of options here, right? Like, he can hope that Ennis goes down and then make a feed across to here. That's probably his best play. But I think what he sees on this play is he's got this guy coming towards him. He's got a guy here, or two guys here, and two guys here. And Hogberg, he probably can't even see the net, and he knows the goalie probably can't see a shot coming. So he takes the shot, and he's standing up straight. He's not like leaning into it. It's a regular wrister that goes all the way through, and it just beats Hogberg far side. And we're going to go to the replay here, and I can actually probably just jump to this while we're here. And we just see the shot, and I want you to look at where Hogberg is as this comes through. And I want you to look at his chest again. You can see the Ottawa logo. Where is the Ottawa logo facing? It's facing here, basically in line with the face-off dot. This is an ice rink, at least the offensive zone of an ice rink. We'll clear that. And what we just saw, remember I showed that line to the face-off dot? We saw Hogberg was here. The shot came from here. The face-off dot is here. And again, the issue is where the chest is pointing. Because if we just draw a line all the way through the face-off dot, his chest is pointing here, as if that's where the shot was coming from. But since it's coming from here, and Hogberg's basically got this part covered, and the shot just goes all the way into the far side, right inside the post here, and Hogberg's facing this way, right? So if we go back, and we'll just look at this replay again, just to sort of drive it home, but you see the shot's going in, and Hogberg is completely off to the side, right? Like, he's at the corner of the crease over here. It's bad positioning. It's just not being in the right place. It's not having your chest square to the shooter, and that makes scoring a lot easier. All right, this is another tough one from Hogberg, and this is most of the goals here in this game where we see Oilers enter the zone. I like this play from Nurse. He drives in deep to try to just create depth on this play, right? This puck gets played back to the point. Again, everything's good here. The pressure comes from this guy. And this guy's moving in to pressure the puck carrier here, which I think is Tyson Barrie. Did I have that right? Yeah, Tyson Barrie. I'm really good at these numbers. What I want you to notice, though, Hogberg just slid from here over, and he's already down, right? He's already on his knees, pads on the ice, and that makes him sort of slippery, right? Like, think of his skate blades. His skate blades are here, and they're here, and they're not in the ground. When you're standing, you can quickly shift, right? You can just move your feet and shift where you're standing. When you're on your pads, you have to dig a blade in and then push, and then you sort of slide over. At least that's very basic. It's not that simple, but you get the idea. So we see Barry get this little bit of pressure. The poke check comes through, and Barry just does a little chip over to the side. And I want you to look again at Hogberg. Since he was on his pads, he has to dig this skate blade. You see this right here? He's digging this skate blade into the ice to push off this way. Now, I don't know if he thinks he's making a quick pass over to this guy, or if he's just moving so that he can center the chest to the puck. But to be honest, his chest is kind of already centered, right? Like, he's basically lined up with the puck. Maybe he's expecting more of a shift over. I don't know. But all this guy does is he just lets the puck go and it slides in. And we'll go over to the replay here. We'll shift to 434. And we see the same shift. And again, if you watch Hogberg, he reaches over with this right pad to try to push this way. But this player, Barry here, he's already shooting the puck, right? And he is shooting for this side, which is already, it's not really open, right? If you sort of envision the shot where it would go, it would hit the pad here, right? But since Hogberg's pushing this way, what happens when you do that push is watch both of his pads here. He makes the push, and then he brings this pad in. So now this pad is tight, and he's small here, right? Look at what part of the net is covered from this puck. It's coming in, and it's got basically here to here, right? It's got this whole area now that's wide open. That's exactly where Barry was aiming. And since Hogberg is small, and you see right here, he tries to make up for it, right? He tries to push this leg in and push back, but it's too late. The puck's already coming, and he tries to get that leg out, can't get it far enough. And look at where he ends up, right? Like, if you look at the net here, and again, from his angle, from where Barry shot the puck from, like, it is completely wide open. After this, he got pulled. He got taken out of the game, and I don't really blame DJ Smith for doing that, considering Ottawa was playing pretty well. They were ahead in the shot game. Matt Murray comes in, and he didn't allow a single goal. All right, 2 more clips we're going to show in this one. We're going to show Ottawa's last goal, and then 1 more quick play after that. And this is a great play by Mike Riley. Matt Murray was behind the net, picked up the puck, and he just passed it over to Mike Riley on the wing here. And again, what I want you to watch here is Evgeny Dadonov. He is way out here, and he is skating, right? He's trying to make a beeline for the net. And if we see 20, Slater Cuckoo is looking, his eyes are in this direction, right? He's looking at this pass coming over, and again, just thinking, I'm going to go here, he's going to pivot, and he's going to skate back to about there, right? But he doesn't realize that Dadonov is trying to burn him. So this is a great heads-up play by Mike Riley, right? He gets this puck, and immediately the puck is barely on his stick, and he is looking up, right? And again, I always preach, watch the eyes in these clips. So we see his eyes are up, and immediately he pulls it back to get some power on it, and he just snaps it. And this is an excellent pass. Cuckoo, his momentum is carrying him in this direction, right? He's completely going this way, and this pass is coming this way. So this angle with him coming this way, he's just not going to be able to reach the puck. He looks over, and you see this look like, uh-oh, this guy's coming. So he skates back. Now he has to pivot again. He literally just pivoted to go backwards. Now he has to pivot to turn again, and he's just not able to catch up. And now Dadonov here, this is pretty interesting. Right when we see this part here, I mean, this side of the net is entirely open, right? Like, if he shoots it, like, here at this post, it's entirely wide open. Instead, he aims it, like, here under the arm of Koskinen, and it sort of hits him right in the side, like right there, and it beats him to make it 3-2. This play's just an honorable mention. Connor McDavid is skating up. Look at this. We got 4.8 on the clock, empty net. McDavid is going to score a goal, and he comes in, and he just shoots it. 4 seconds on the clock, and look at Thomas Chabot. Makes the block. You love to see that. You see it stings him a little bit. You see that sort of shrug. And the reason I wanted to show this, and again, shout out to Dmitry Flipovich, I believe his name is, at Elite Prospects for tweeting this stat out. This is the first time that the Edmonton Oilers have won a game where neither Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl got a goal or an assist. So neither of them were on the score sheet. It's the first time that's happened since November 28th, 2017. Over 3 years that it's been since neither of them had a point in a win. So just a bizarre stat. And yeah, it really was a goaltending issue in this one. Koskinen was the first star, and I think he deserved it. He played a really solid game. Other than that, that's all I have in this one. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, hit subscribe, do all that good stuff. Got a link to our Discord if you want to come hang out and talk hockey. You can follow me on Twitter. Everything's down there. You know the drill. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.